Notre Dame 2-1 versus the 0-2 Miami Redhawks. The Irish looking for a home victory today. We didn't think we were going to be saying that a month ago. Of course, losers 2 weeks ago to Northern Illinois, but today it's the Miami Redhawks. For Fighting Irish Preview and fightingirishpreview.com, I'm Phil Houk, and these are my Notre Dame Federal Credit Union last thoughts before kickoff. First thought, let's talk about Chuck Martin. Chuck Martin has been the head coach at Miami for 10 years. He was 11-3 a year ago, won the conference championship in his 10 years. He's done very well at Miami, and they are the preseason favorites to repeat as MAC champs this year. Northern Illinois may have something to say about that. Martin has Notre Dame connections. He was here from 2010 to 2013. On Brian Kelly's staff. He was the offensive coordinator in 2013. The media liked this guy a lot. Affable guy, funny guy. He can flat out coach. He'll have something for Notre Dame today. Don't let that 0-2 record give you too much false security. Let's talk about the history of the series, Notre Dame and Miami. They've played, this will be the third time they've played in their history. The first time was in 1909. We're not going to talk much about that game, but Notre Dame won that game here. I guess it would have been over at Cartier Field, 46-0. In 2017, Chuck Martin came back in 2017. That was the Brandon Wimbush. That was the year Notre Dame came off that horrible 2016 season. Notre Dame won that game 52-17. You may remember a few characters from that game. Josh Adams, remember him running the ball? Josh Adams carried the ball 8 times for 159 yards that day for the Irish. That was the beginning of the 33 trucking Heisman campaign for Josh Adams. Brandon Wimbush, something in common a little bit maybe with Riley Leonard, a terrific runner. That day, Brandon Wimbush was, and not so accurate passing the ball, 7 of 18 on his passing. That's really bad, obviously. But out of those 7 completions, he threw 3 touchdown passes. So in 2017, the Irish were victorious 52-17. Okay, thought number 3, Miami is not comparable to Northern Illinois. There's not some great comparison. You can't really say they're the same. And the reason for it is the running game. Northern Illinois had a tremendous running game. They had the MAC Player of the Year, Ontario Brown. He torched the Irish for 225 total yards in that game a couple weeks ago. I hate to have to remind you of this. He averaged 5 yards per carry on his 20 carries. And then as a contrast, Miami so far this year through 2 games, and they are 0-2 against Northwestern, and the other team they lost to escapes me at this moment. I'll think of it in a second. But anyway, 2 games, 64 yards on 45 carries. They are averaging 1.4 yards per carry. Okay, let's talk about their quarterback, Brett Gabbert. He's good. He's in his 6th year. He has 39 starts. He's a 60% career passer, 59 career touchdown passes. Throwing the ball pretty well so far this year. 45 of 72, 566 yards, 2 touchdowns. He is experienced. He's not going to be rattled by 77,000 fans here today. So where is Notre Dame's head after the blowout win last week? Well, let's put it this way. Think about this logically. Think about human nature. We all know these things. There is about a 0% chance that Notre Dame is going to take their opponent this week, despite being a 28-point favorite, lightly. It just isn't going to happen after what happened 2 weeks ago. So let's hope we can see Riley Leonard not just run the ball this week, but develop a little bit of more of the passing game. He's passing for a decent percentage, not getting the ball downfield. He needs to do that. I think, and Mike Denbrock talked about this, maybe simplifying things for him a little bit. He makes that first read. He's been escaping from the pocket. He's got to look for the second read. And what he can do now with a healthy Mitchell Evans, it's just look for your security blanket. That's one of your tight ends. Certainly, Eli Raridan can be helpful there, but Mitchell Evans, just, if your guy down the field isn't open, Mitchell Evans, boom, drop it off to him. That could help the game. We know he's a terrific runner. He's got to develop into a better passer. It's warm again today here. Virtually no chance of rain. There was a little bit of rain in the South Bend area last night. They're calling for about 86 degrees at kickoff. Okay, here's the prediction. The Irish are better, and they won't be taking this one lightly. They're going to win. Notre Dame 34, Miami 7. That is the Fighting Irish Preview prediction. Check Fighting Irish Preview out. We are all over social media. Like and subscribe. Of course, if you're watching this, you're watching on YouTube. Please like the video and subscribe. Everything is free. All our content is free, but it's not free to bring it to you. Thank you. Thank you very much for Fighting Irish Preview and fightingirishpreview.com. I'm Phil Houk, and these have been my Notre Dame Federal Credit Union last thoughts before kickoff. Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, remember, where you bank does matter. I'll talk to you after the game, and go Irish!